Anyways, let's talk about something real quick because I want to talk about it. Everybody has opinions, right? Everybody has opinions. Everybody can say exactly what they want to. We live in America. We live in the United States of America, right? And as far as I'm concerned, the First Amendment says that we have freedom of speech. I learned today about something that's happened prior this week. I don't know when it happened, but NICKMERCS skin got took out of the Call of Duty store because of something that he tweeted about something that he feels strongly about. And it was taken out of context, in my opinion, or how I look at it, because the way he looks at it is the same way I look at it. It does not matter who you are, what you do, as long as you're not hurting other people. I don't care what you do. As long as you're not hurting yourself and other people, I do not care what you do. I have an emblem on my screen. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it or not, and I really don't care. It says, I stand with Mercs, and I do stand with Mercs. And I will stand on that platform for as long as I feel that me and him have the same idea, or I feel the same way he does. So I feel like he has the freedom of speech to say what he wants, and he didn't say anything wrong, in my opinion. I believe in what he said. I don't care what people misconstrued it as. He said a tweet where, you know, just leave the kids out of it, man. And as far as I'm concerned, leave the kids out of it. Let them grow up to be who they're going to be, no matter what that may be. I completely believe in that. And I will keep this on my stream, regardless if I'm on Kick or YouTube. And if they have a problem with it, I'm sure I'll catch an email. And even then, I probably will not remove it, because as far as I'm concerned, I stand with NICKMERCS, and I'm not going to deal with it. I think that this world has gotten completely out of its fucking place. I think it's out of its fucking mind. This is America. This isn't a third world country where people can't do anything that they want to do. We're all human at the end of the day, and it does not matter. Again, like I said in the very beginning, what you do, regardless, it does not matter. As long as you're not hurting yourself or others, you could go home and do whatever you want. You can be in your space and do whatever you want. That should not have a fucking factor on anyone else. Stay in your lane and mind your own fucking business. In my own opinion, mind your own fucking business. When this country minded its own fucking business, we didn't have this fucking problem. We didn't. And I don't care what anyone says, because that's my opinion and that's the way I look at it. And I love history. Pay attention to history. If you do not know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. And as far as I'm concerned, at certain points in time in the last couple of years, we have repeated some of that history. I stand with Mercs, regardless. I will just play Apex until I find something else to play or whatever. But until further notice, or until they rectify what they've done to NICKMERCS, regardless, because what I think that he tweeted, it's a tweet, literally 2 sentences, not even 2 sentences, a small sentence and a small sentence with periods in between. They took him out for that. This is getting ridiculous, and I will not stand for it. And I don't have to play this game. I'm not calling for a boycott. I'm not calling for people to stop playing it. This is my own personal decision, as well as a friend of mine, because we talked about it. He's the one that showed me. I'm not going to name names. If he wants to name himself, he will, but I'm not going to name names because I'm not that person. Again, my decisions are my decisions. My opinions are my opinions, and that's how they should be. So at the end of the day, I choose to put money in Call of Duty's pocket. I choose to pay for this game, the skins, the guns, weapon blueprints. It's my choice at the end of the day what game I play, and I get to feel how I want to feel, because everyone else gets to too. If you have a problem, it is your problem. It doesn't need to be the rest of the world's problem. So peace out to Call of Duty. It will not be on my computer, and it will not be on my Xbox. It is going bye-bye, because I choose to not stand for that nonsense. As far as I'm concerned, I might not know all the details, but what I do know right now as of this moment is a 1 tweet thing, and then I watched the video on his response to what happened to himself, and he had to sit there and explain himself, which to me was ridiculous. But it's necessary these days because people take shit out of context for no apparent reason. So at the end of the day, I believe in what he said. And he's saying that people are taking it out of context, and I completely believe him, because there's a lot of shit that I say that I have to turn around and explain myself. You shouldn't have to explain yourself at the end of the fucking day. And I shouldn't have to explain myself. If I feel a certain way about something, that's the way I feel. And I get to have an opinion because we live in the land of the fucking free with the First Amendment of freedom of speech to have a fucking opinion. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. Even though it might not matter to some of y'all, but it matters to me because as far as I'm concerned, that dude's a great streamer. He's a great dude. He's a new father. And, you know, he feels strongly about something and he should have an opinion.